Yashikoyach.
This is the 29th of August. This is Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay, all the best, Mayor.
Okay, be well. Everyone have a good day.
Bye for now.
Couple minutes, right?
Yeah, Bez Hashem. Welcome back, Alan. Oh, Roy's not here today. Roy's not here.
TV3, right?
Yeah.
Was Phil gonna be here or is he away?
I think, was it yesterday? He said he's got to take care of the grandkids. Yeah, I don't. He's usually here by now. Yeah, I think he's away. He's and Lou said he has a doctor's appointment, and Roy wasn't here for the first year, so that's that.
So yesterday was Joan's birthday, and my oldest son, Yosef, and his family came over last night and visited.
Oh, nice.
They came, it was about 11, came over about 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow. That's late. They live near you?
They went down the block from the other classes, from the other group that
Uh-huh.
that everybody learns with. They went down the block from there. Not my first. So they live within that down the block from them.
From who?
Robert First in his group. So Yosef lives down the block. So they came over, they walked over, and then they took bus home.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, they're okay. They walked over.
So nobody else is coming, huh?
No, I don't think anybody else is coming. So you want to do some should we go weiter? Or you want to save it for tomorrow? It's up to you. I'm available.
Do another 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so you want to do a new section that we haven't done before? Or you want to go over something that we already want to do Hazor on the old section?
Right now, they're making a lot of noise.
Ah. Oh, boy.
I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
No, I can't.
They're working on our floor, and I think the floor above it.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
All right, so where do we finish?
We're up to Gufa Amar Shmuel. Gufa Amar Shmuel. Where can this be found? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's seven lines. 7 lines down from where the wide lines begin.
What page is it?
113B.
Right.
I don't know which art scroll page it is. It should be, I don't know, like 3 or maybe.
So what's the English?
The English says that the Gemora is returning to the discussion of the law of the country. Yeah, that's good. You start from there.
Morav Binay Bar Ida Omar Rabbi Shmuel Chasidov. Gemara cites a related ruling. Rabbi Bar Gida said in the name of Himla Chisda, Gadol Ka'anei also, the robbery of a Canaanite is prohibited, but his lost article is permitted. The source for his first ruling, the law also his robbery is prohibited. The Mara Akora would have said, Mine the Gazelle, Shahu also. From where do we know that the robbery of a Canaanite is prohibited? Shanamar, because it is stated, Chaltor, Eskor, Mim, Asher, Chay. You will consume the possessions of all the nations that Hashem your God will deliver to you. The Torah permits consumption of their possessions only when they are delivered into your hands below Bisman, Noah, Serene, Bayudecha, and not when they are not delivered into your hands. The source for the second ruling, Bidesa, Pesah, his lost article is permitted. The Omar Rav Hamon, Bar, go Rav, for Rav Kama Bar said in the name of Rav, mean name, may das so from where do we know that the lost article of the Canaanite is permitted? Shenamar, for it stated regarding the obligation to return lost property. So shall you do for any lost article of your brother. The verse implies that your brother, that to your brother you must return this but to Canaanite you do not have to return lost property. The Gemora asks, but say that this exemption applies only where the lost article has not yet come into one's hand. And thus the verse would be teaching that one is not obligated to go after it. A more but where it has already come into one's hand, say that one is indeed obligated to return it. Gemora answers, Omar Ravina. Ravina said the word saw, and which you find the saw or implies that it has come into your hands. The Gemara qualifies the preceding law. Tinhu. It was taught in the Brisa. Rabbi Nachasa ben Yeromam, Rav Pimus ben Yaar says, in a place where a desecration of the name might result, a filu of Dorso or Omar, even his lost article is forbidden. The Gemara cites another aspect of the permit to keep the lost property of a Canaanite. Omar Gemara said, the mistake of a Canaanite is permitted. What does that mean? A mistake is permitted. That is, it says, the note says that if a Canaanite overpaid and there would be no desecration of the name, should the Jew keep the excess. The recipient is not obligated to return it. But to Rashi, since the Canaanite lost the extra money through a mistake on his part, it is the equivalent of lost property. According to laws and explanations regarding lost property, stated in the previous two notes, apply here as well. This leniency applies only when the mistake was made by the Canaanite himself without any intervention on the part of a Jew. As we learned above, a Jew is forbidden under biblical law to cause a non-Jew, even a dollar, to earn his counting or deceive him in any other way. One who does so must return the illicit proceeds. The Gemora records two incidents that illustrate this ruling. Kihaim da Shemuel Zochen Mikosi Lakanoa the Kamar the Farzamu but Bay Zure, as in the instant where Shmuel bought a gold bowl from a Kuthian instead of a copper one for 4 zuz. And Shmuel inserted 1 extra zuz into the payment. Rav Kahana Zvain mi kosi me echord eshrim chayavosi ms. Rav Kahana bought 120 barrels from a Kuthian for the price of 100. And he inserted 1 extra zuz into the payment. Amarle Chazar Kain he said to the Kuthian, see that I am relying on you. Because the note says that Rav Khan did not count the barrels himself for fear that he would be suspected of cheating. By recording Rav Kahana's word, the Gemara teaches that one is forbidden to take advantage of a mistake made by a Kuthian unless he explicitly states that he's relying on the Kuthian's calculations. In the previous incident, Shmuel released himself from suspicion in a different way, as explained in another note. So I guess it's showing that we have to treat them the right way, right?
Yeah.
We can't cut corners and take advantage of them. The Gemara records another incident. Rabbi Noah, Zavan, Dikalor, who Kusi, Ravina and a Kuthian bought a palm tree for the purpose of cutting it up and sharing the segments. When Ravina said to his attendant, go first and take my share of the pieces from the bottom of the tree. For the Kuthian considers only their number. See, they had arranged for to base the division on the number of the sections of which, in which case each party may assume that the other is not particular about their size. Vina was therefore within his rights to take the thicker pieces.
Oh,
So even if it's a goy, we have to treat them properly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is good because it shows how we have to behave. It doesn't matter who the other person is. If he's not Jewish, we still have to treat them properly. Another incident. Rav Ishi Rav Ishi was going down the road Mozan, she saw her go for Noah, Mir Dam Soa, Musali, Itor Fa, Fay, B. When he saw a vine branch in an orchard from which a cluster of grapes were hanging, Omala lay, Alicia more, he said to his attendant, Vizi Hayi Ai, the Kosi, the Hu, I see, go see if they are Kuthians, if they are Kuthians, bring them. Ish the Dish Al, these are who low, low. If they were Jews, do not bring them. Do not bring me them. Ravashi intended that his attendant should pay for the grapes, but he knew that a Jew would not accept payment from him. So he told his attendant to buy the grapes only if they belong to a Kuthian. Shema Hapi Kosi Yasur V Sosi. However, there was this Kuthian sitting in the orchard who overheard Rab Ishi's instructions and did not realize that Rab Ishi intended to pay for the grapes or Malay. So he asked Rab Ishi, the Horsi Shira, are the grapes of a Kuthian permitted without payment? Or Malay? Rav Ashi answered him, Kosi Shekili Demi Yisrael Lo Demi. My intent was that a Kuthian will take money from me for the grapes, whereas a Jew will not take any money.
So that's why he wanted to take it. That's why he wanted to take them if they were from a Kusi.
Mm-hmm.
Not in order to take them without paying, but because the Kusi would accept his payments, whereas a Jew would say, "No, Rabbi, just take it, please. It's my honor."
Now the Gemora returns to a teaching cited earlier. Gufo. The text itself stated, or Shmuel said, Dinor de Malchusor, Dinor, the law of the kingdom is law. We saw that before, didn't we? They just.
Well, now the Gemara is going to go into this halacha in further depth. That's why we're bringing it over here again, second time.
Okay,
that's what it means when it says gufa.
Mm-hmm. So Rava proves his principle, or Marava. Rava said, Teteor, you may know this to be true. The way gosh, Ray, Kishar, for they, the representatives of the king, cut down the palm trees without the consent of their owners and made bridges with them, and we go across the bridge. These trees would be treated as stolen property and hence banned from use were not for the law of the kingdom, which provides for their confiscation. Robert's proof was challenged. Omale Abai said to him, but Dimon Mishur to Ayus Lahu but perhaps we may use the bridges not because the law of the kingdom is a law, but because the owners of the tree despair of retrieving them.
Oh,
So Abai counters that even if the law of the kingdom is not halakhically valid and the trees were indeed stolen, it would still be permitted to use the bridges. Reason is that the owners of the trees should despaired of recovering their property, and the government thus acquired it by dint of the owner's yesh. So Rama goes ahead and defends his proof. Umale, he said to Abai, Elo da dinor, the mala huso, dinor, hechi, mia a she, were not for the principle, the laws of the kingdom is the law. How would the fact that the owners have despaired allow us to use the bridges? Abai asked further. The law, did Omar well pay, but they, i.e., those who help chop the trees, do not do as the king said. Omar, the law, Lu, instructed them, go and cut down the trees from all the valleys. Noah was a Lu, Korator, whereas they got and chopped down all the trees they need from a single valley. So it says, go and cut down the trees from all the valleys, but they went ahead and just did one valley.
mm-hmm.
And so it says, the note says, the law of the kingdom requires a burden of supplying trees to be spread equally among all the valleys in the district. In practice, though, the king emissaries would take all the trees they need from one valley. This confiscation is sanctioned by the kingdom. Why then are we allowed to use the bridges they build? So Rashi. So Rava answers, Shalo Kor or Umila Kor, Kamil Kor, Willow, Torah. The king's emissary has the same status as the king himself, and it is understood that he will not bother to take trees from every valley. The people whose trees were confiscated are entitled to reimbursement from the owners of the trees in the other valleys. They so for Seir, for Shavu, and if they do not get reimbursed, and they brought about their own loss. The coat, meet the lay, gay, because they should have obtained compensation from the owners of trees in all the other valleys and collected money from them, but they did not do so.
So the king can take from one valley.
Yeah, so it says the law of the kingdom allows for the king's servants to collect trees from just one valley and leave it up to their owners to collect compensation from those whose trees were not taken. It is true that in practice, the owners usually neglected to obtain compensation, but that in practice, the owners usually neglected to obtain compensation, but that does not render the owners usually neglected to obtain compensation, but does not render the appropriation of trees a violation of the king's law. The right to reimbursement is a separate matter, which they may exercise their own discretion. If they do fail to do so, they have only themselves to blame.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
Robert,
pretty impractical for all the people to go around to the other valleys and try to get money out of the people from the other
Yeah.
valleys.
mm,
It's not much of a provision for them, but in any case, that's what it is. Since they have the right to do that, so then that doesn't undo the king's law.
so,
King has a right to do that.
all right, all right, we'll
Okay,
just
you want to
just
do?
do this
Okay,
last one. Rob
okay,
answers, and then we'll continue next time. So Robert answers, Shulchor, the Milkor, Malkor, below, Torah. The king's emissary has the same status as the king himself, and is understood that he will not bother to take trees from every valley. The people whose trees were confiscated are entitled to reimbursement from the owners of trees in the other valleys. The of card, and if they do not get reimbursed, they brought about their own loss. The Ibor, the who, the crew, Mila Kosai, for Bonet, for Gay, because they should have obtained compensation from the owners of the trees in all the other valleys and collected money from them, but did not do so. Okay. All right.
okay.
We'll
Very
continue next
good.
time. Okay.
Yashikar,
All right. Good day.
all the best. Be well.
Okay, you too. And I have this afternoon, I have Rabbi Baum. We have a good class.
Good. Okay.
So,
Enjoy.
okay, thank you. Okay, all right,
Bye.
bye.